Breaking news is coming from Imo State, and it is shaking the country. Reports confirm that armed men attacked the Inspector General of Police's Special Intervention Squad team while they were on the move. In that violent encounter, one police officer sadly lost his life and 2 others were injured. This attack happened along the Owerri-Olu axis, a road many of you know well. The squad was reportedly on their way to Rivers State when the gunmen opened fire. My people, this is not just a small case. These are specially trained federal officers sent by the IGP himself to intervene in difficult areas. For attackers to ambush them successfully raises big questions about security intelligence in the southeast. As I share this story, please don't forget, like this video now and subscribe so you don't miss daily updates like this. Now, let's reason together. How were these attackers able to know the exact route of a federal squad? Was it by chance or was it planned with inside information? These are the questions families of police officers and every Nigerian deserve answers to. Because if a whole intervention squad can be attacked on the road, what about ordinary citizens traveling to markets, schools, or work? If you live around Imo or Southeast roads, drop your town in the comments. Tell us what the situation is like in your area, but only if it's safe to share. And please, as you listen, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. This incident is very serious because it may give confidence to other groups who want to cause chaos. It can create fear for travelers, it can shake trust in the police, and it may even force the federal government to change how they move their officers around. Imagine a squad that is meant to protect communities now being targeted themselves. That is why everybody is watching how the police high command will respond. Will they investigate quickly? Will they arrest suspects? Will they reveal which group is behind the attack? Nigerians are waiting. And my friends, if you are watching, just pause for 2 seconds, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next update. Now, while this is happening in Imo, another big story is unfolding in Abuja courtrooms, the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Many of you know Kanu, the leader of IPOB. His trial has dragged for years with so many turns and delays. Recently, the federal court ruled that his case must go on. Kanu's lawyers tried to push for some parts of the charges to be dropped, but the court rejected that request. The judges said there is enough evidence for the trial to continue. This ruling means the legal battle is not ending anytime soon. And it is in this context that activist Omoyele Sowore has come forward with very strong words. He said bluntly that nothing serious is happening in court toward Kanu's release. He accused some Igbo leaders of giving people false hope, making promises behind closed doors that are not showing up in actual court actions. This is not the first time Sowore has spoken boldly, but this one has touched nerves across the southeast. Viewers, let me ask you, do you agree with Sowore that nothing serious is going on in the court? Or do you believe that quiet lobbying and leadership efforts may still bring results? Comment below with agree or disagree. And as you type your answer, remember, like this video and subscribe now so you can follow this conversation every day. Let me give you a bigger picture, and Nnamdi Kanu's case is not just about him alone. For many Igbo people, he represents years of frustration about how the Southeast feels treated in Nigeria. For the federal government, Kanu and IPOB represent a threat to national security and unity. That is why this case is more than legal. It is political, emotional, and symbolic. When Sowore came out to say leaders are misleading the people, it is like pouring fuel into an already heated discussion. People are now asking, are our leaders really working for Kanu's release, or are they just making speeches? This is where the two stories connect. The attack in Imo and the tension around Kanu's trial both affect public trust in Nigeria's security and justice. If courts are slow and violence is rising, ordinary people begin to lose faith. And when faith is lost, dangerous rumors and actions can spread fast. This is why all of us must be very careful. We must check every piece of news before sharing. We must not spread videos or claims that are not verified, because one false post can create panic that hurts communities. My people, don't forget, like this video and subscribe now so you always hear confirmed news, not rumors. Now let me tell you what to watch for in the coming days. First, will the police give full details of the Imo ambush? Will they name suspects? Will they show arrests? Second, what will the court do in Kanu's next hearing? Will his lawyers bring new applications? Will there be a chance for bail, or will the trial keep dragging? Third, how will Igbo organizations respond to Sowore's sharp words? Will they issue statements, or will they keep quiet? These moves will shape the tension in the southeast, and we must keep our eyes open. Friends, we need to talk also about what ordinary people can do. It is easy to feel powerless, but there are ways to engage safely. Support verified information. Share from trusted outlets. Help your community. Report to strange movements to local security groups. Stand for peace. Use legal and peaceful ways to show your views. And don't forget to care for victims' families. Small acts of kindness matter in times like this. And as I share this, I'll remind you again, please hit like and subscribe so you never miss these updates. Now let's dig deeper into the courtroom gist, because that is what many of you came for. Sowore's comment has triggered hot debate. Some people clap for him, saying he is telling the truth boldly. Others accuse him of chasing attention and trying to insult Igbo elders. On a social media, clips of his remarks are trending with people divided. Some are saying leaders like Ohanaeze are not doing enough. Others are saying Sowore is being unfair because he does not know what is happening behind the scenes. So, I ask you watching, do you think leaders should work quietly in the background, or do you want them to make public strong actions for everyone to see? Drop your answer in the comments now, and remember to like this video and subscribe while you are typing. As Sowore's words keep spreading, people are remembering the long history of Nnamdi Kanu's case. This story didn't start yesterday. Many of you will recall how Kanu was first arrested in 2015, how he got bail in 2017, and then how he disappeared from Nigeria after the military operation in Abuja State. Later in 2021, he was captured and returned to Nigeria under controversial circumstances. Since then, he has been in detention and hearings have gone back and forth. Each time his lawyers bring applications, the government resists and the case drags. Viewers, pause 1 second. Please like this video right now and subscribe, because this is the kind of gist you won't get broken down like this anywhere else. Now, think about this. Since 2021, how many hearings have been adjourned? How many times has the court ruled on bail? Yet, after all this time, Kanu is still in detention, and IPOB as a group is still proscribed. So when Sowore says nothing is going on in court, he is not speaking in a vacuum. He is pointing to a pattern of delays and half moves. But here's the twist. Legal experts argue that courts move slowly by nature. And in political cases, the pace can be even slower because of the sensitivity. So who is right here? Is Sowore correct to call it all empty? Or are the lawyers correct to say the wheels of justice just turn slow? What do you think? Comment below with your answer, and please like and subscribe right now if you are still following. Meanwhile, in Imo State, the ambush of the IGP's intervention squad has left a big scar. Officers on the ground are shaken. Families are mourning, and the question of who controls the roads in that region is now hotter than ever. Some reports suggest local armed groups are growing bolder, using guerrilla tactics and vanishing after an attack. If that is true, then the challenge for the police is not just fighting gunmen, but also regaining public trust. Because once people feel the roads are unsafe, they stop traveling, trade suffers, and communities suffer. Remember, the Southeast is a trading hub. Owerri, Onitsha, Aba, Enugu. People move goods and services daily. If gunmen can strike even a federal squad, imagine how traders feel. Let me ask you, if you are a trader or you travel by bus across the Southeast, how has security affected your daily movement? Drop your experience in the comments, and don't forget, like this video and subscribe. Now, here's the bigger danger. When violence happens at the same time a political trial is dragging, people start linking the two even if they are not connected. Some will say, this ambush is a reaction to Kanu's trial. Others will say, this shows the Southeast is ungovernable. But sometimes these are separate events being forced together by public emotion. That is why information is so important. When the police speak, they must be clear. When the courts speak, they must be transparent. Because silence breeds rumors and rumors breed fear. And my people, you know what fear does. It spreads like wildfire. Don't spread it. Instead, share this kind of verified gist. And while you're here, please like this video and subscribe so we can keep this conversation alive every day. Let's go back to Sowore for a moment. Why does his voice carry weight? Sowore is not an Igbo leader. He is not from the Southeast, but he has built a reputation as someone who challenges government actions openly. Remember, he was detained himself in 2019 after his Revolution Now protest campaign. He knows what it means to face the system head-on. So when he speaks about court delays, many listen because they see him as someone who has also suffered government pushback. But critics say he should mind his own business and not stir up emotions in a region already on edge. So let me ask you watching, should Sowore keep speaking on Kanu's case or should he leave it to Igbo leaders? Comment your view and remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. Now, one thing we must not forget is the human side of this story. Behind every headline, there are families. The officer who was killed in Imo today has a family, maybe a wife, maybe children, maybe aged parents who will now live with that loss. The two who were injured will carry scars, both physical and emotional. In the same way, Kanu's family has lived with uncertainty for years, watching hearings come and go, never knowing when he will step out of detention. And the ordinary people of the Southeast who travel those roads, who want peace, who want justice, they live in fear of both violence and legal deadlock. This is not just politics. It is life for millions. That is why it matters to keep talking about it. And please, while we talk, like this video and subscribe so more people can join and learn. Now let us look at the bigger picture. What does this mean for Nigeria as a whole? First, for the federal government, it is a test of both strength and fairness. Can they prove they can secure the Southeast and also give fair trials in court? If they fail, they risk angering a whole region. Second, for the Southeast leaders, it is a test of unity. Will they stand together to demand justice and safety? Or will they stay divided and allow critics like Sowore to call them out? Third, for ordinary Nigerians, it is a test of patience. Can people hold on to hope, or will they give up and turn to anger? These are the questions hanging over the nation. And once again, if you want us to keep asking these questions boldly, like this video and subscribe right now. Let's think about the future. Nigeria has elections coming in 2027. Whether we like it or not, the Kanu case, the state of Southeast security, and the voices of activists like Sowore will play into the political climate. Parties will use these issues. Some will say, vote for us, we will bring peace. Others will say, vote for us, we will stand for justice. But the truth is, unless action is taken now, in the courts, in the security system, these promises may just be words. Nigerians are tired of words. They want results, they want safety, they want fairness. And my people, if you agree with that, type results in the comments. And while you type, please like this video and subscribe.